A local caterer stabbed to death at a weekend wedding. Tonight, the church leader says race was a factor.
I know what gunshots sound like. That was a gunshot, and it hit my car.
A Chesterfield woman says a bullet shattered her windshield along I-95, but police insist it was something else.
Plus, team coverage as Henrico's Townley Haas wins gold in his first ever Olympics in Rio.
On your side, NBC 12 News at 11 starts with breaking news.
Henrico native Townley Haas is now a gold medal winner.
His friends, family, and neighbors saw it all happen live during a watch party outside his family's home in Henrico County. We have live team coverage for you tonight. We'll check in with sports director Mark Davis at the Olympic Live Desk in just a moment.
But we begin with Brittany McDonald, who was with Haas's family and friends when he swam for gold in Rio.
Well, yeah, that's right. It's kind of the calm after the storm here in this Henrico neighborhood. It's amazing how quiet and calm everything is now, when just a few minutes ago there was an entire party filling this cul-de-sac. They were all watching as Townley Haas brought home the gold. They had a big screen television mounted outside in this cul-de-sac so they could all watch it outside and come together as neighbors, family, and friends. If you take a look at the video that we shot a little bit earlier tonight, really just minutes ago, you can see how excited everyone is, just cheering at the top of their lungs. It was really an amazing energy feeling out here. Now, neighbors who have known him for years grew up with him. They watched outside here for hours, leading up to just the moments where he would swim for his life and end up taking it home for the team. Townley Haas definitely doesn't have a lack of support, that's for sure. He has 25 first cousins, and several of the family members here tonight sported shirts that said "Yes, ma'am" on the front. And that's because they're so proud of the manners that he's had during his time in Rio. But they're also just amazed at his calm demeanor, saying that his home is really in that pool, and he can't even really believe that he's been part of the Olympics. He really has such a humble spirit. I caught up with his sister, who's here, and she traveled down just to be part of this watch party. She's such a proud sister. She says, obviously, we're so proud of him. He's been working towards this since he was a little kid, and she can't even describe it. Everyone here is so proud, and I can tell you, from my experience with the Haas family all evening, that they're just such a hospitable group, no pun intended. And they were just so welcoming and kind and humble. And you can tell that that spirit and that energy goes into this now Olympic star. So really, it's just amazing here tonight. And although it seems very quiet, I can tell you it definitely wasn't when he brought home that gold. So really a proud and exciting moment in Henrico, and putting Henrico on the map, that's for sure. On your side in Henrico tonight, Brittany McDonald, NBC 12.
A proud graduate of Pocahontas Middle School.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Haas was the second leg of tonight's relay, and he seemed to widen the gap to give Team USA quite the cushion.
Mark Davis joins us from the Olympic Live Desk to break down the Henrico native's contribution. Mark, I heard some of the television commentators use the word historic when he was swimming.
Yeah, absolutely, Sabrina and Kurt. The 4x200 meter relay, definitely a historic because it's his first medal, a gold medal in his first Olympics. Leadoff man Connor Dwyer inching ahead of the field when he touched the wall, and Townley Haas going to work, the Benedictine grad doing his job. Take a look. Here we go. When Haas hits the water, the U.S. with a slim 1/10 of a second lead. By the time he hits the 150-meter mark of his leg, he's stretched it out to nearly a second and a half. Haas touching the wall with the U.S. in front by more than 2 seconds and swimming the fastest leg of the American team. Of course, Ryan Lochte and Michael Phelps finishing the job. Haas grabs his first Olympic medal, a gold, at 19 years old. And that adds to Team USA's medal count, giving the squad yet another gold. The Americans starting to widen the gap there in the medal count and take the lead in overall gold medals as well. A great showing in gymnastics and in the pool today for the red, white, and blue. Coming up in sports, we'll catch up on how some local athletes faring today in Rio. From the Olympic Live Desk, Mark Davis, NBC 12 News.
Mark, thanks. We look forward. As you might expect, RVA is exploding on social media with cheers for Haas and all of Team USA. More than 2,000 of you have liked our Facebook post and Campbell post from the halls of Benedictine to the podium in Rio. Way to go, Townley. Diana Davis adds, "You have made us so proud, along with Connor, Ryan, and Michael." And over on Twitter, Virginia Senator Mark Warner was watching and cheering too, tweeting, "Let's go Townley and go Team USA." It was also a big day for the women's gymnastics team.
The Final Five, as they're calling themselves now, handily took home the gold in the women's all-around team competition, becoming the first team to win back-to-back gold medals.
Brian Moore has the latest from the Olympic Village in Rio.
The most decorated Olympian of all time.
Haunted by a 2012 loss in his signature event, Michael Phelps reclaimed his title in the 200-meter butterfly, leaving no doubt who's number one. Minutes later, he earned his record.